All right, y'all, what's going on? So, I wanted to do a video on my headlights since last time I really didn't do an in-depth video. I didn't really show exactly kind of how I did it, but this is just super budget, as budget as it probably can get as far as making these headlights. But my headlights actually turned out really good, so I wanted to show what I did here. So, anyways, these particular ones are just really cheap eBay headlights. I bought these for 16 bucks, y'all, and as you can see, they're worth 16 bucks, maybe less. But I actually broke this cover, and I was trying to save it the best I could, but the lens, and I just couldn't. These things are really kind of cheaply made. The front of them are good, but the edges here are really fragile. And as you can see, this is how they seal them, just with like some cheap silicone, and they're not even perfectly sealed. So you would have to reseal them anyway. But the reason why I got these was for kind of destroying, well, let me back up. I was pretty much going to destroy them anyway because I needed this little halo lens right here. So let me turn the light on real quick. All right, y'all, this should be better. So the headlights that I have on my car right now are a little bit different than this. This is a black crystal backing or whatever they call it. And the one that I have is all chrome. And then this centerpiece here, my bulb is actually clear. So, but I needed this right here. And this is actually how they make their little halos, whatever. And all it is that lights it up is like two little bulbs. And those bulbs aren't even bright at all, y'all. And when you light them up, it's like the most pitiful thing ever. I mean, they're not even really true halos. But the cool thing is because of this kind of reflective style lens, if you put some lighting to them, it actually can get pretty bright. And so what I do is I actually have some LED strips. I have some on order because the other ones I use for my current headlights. And what I did is they have a couple different styles. They have some that are edge lit that light on the edges, basically. They're little LED strips that kind of light. Like say this was the strip here, that the bulb is actually on the edge, so they're edge lit. And then they have ones obviously that just that aren't edge lit. They just shine up directly from the front of the face. And so I didn't want those ones because I didn't want like little LED bulbs kind of showing through this lens here, when they were off and even when they were on. So I got the edge lit ones. That way they light through the edge and they still kind of go through the halo here. But the cool thing about it that I wasn't even really planning is the edge lit ones actually shine in towards each other, and it makes kind of the whole bulb kind of like light up. So not only do I get the effect of the halo, but the whole bulb housing actually kind of lights up too, and I think that looks kind of slick. So anyways, what I'm doing is I actually just needed this piece, and the reason why I just didn't buy the same ones is because I went back to reorder my same ones that I ordered off eBay, and they're no longer listed. And I tried to find them everywhere. I spent probably about an hour and a half looking, and nobody had them. So I ended up getting these ones right here as my as the ones that I'm going to put on my car. So these are pretty much almost exactly to the T what I have on my car right now. So the only thing missing is that halo lens right there. So what I have to do is take this off and be super careful. This is actually a little bit better made than that one, but as you can see the difference here, the chrome housing versus the black, and this is the one that I have on my car. This is the one I wanted. Now these were about 60 bucks, and they come with what do they call them, the bi-xenon HIDs. So they're a little bit different than the ones that I have on there right now, but they're still 6K and they're still high and low beam. So that's what I wanted. These particular ones too actually came with like a bulb, a bulb that they painted blue, I think it is. And I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, because when you light it up, it doesn't really do much. So I'll probably just take it out and then use that as just a plug to plug it up. plug the hole up. But it's a little bit more work, y'all. But they had some other ones that I think they were by Octane Lighting, and I think these are actually still sold by Octane Lighting too. But you know, they were $200+ and I just, you know, anywhere where I can cut some cash and save some money on these things, the better. And for me to buy this for $16 and to buy this for $60 and just put a little bit of time into it, I'm good. So what I would do here is take this off, put the LEDs in, put this on, and I would I have to wire the LEDs. So the LED strips that I got, you can like cut them to size, and then basically you can wire them together kind of in series. And then I'll put that on there, put this in here, and then cover it up. And then what I do is I use some seam seal, and I seal all of this up. And that way there is no chance of water getting in there or anything. Then I just tape it up and let them sit for like a day or two and let them dry. So that's how I do it. Seam seal would probably be harder to take off, you know, if I ever wanted to take off the glass again. But my thought was to never take them apart again. And if the halo or something were to go out or whatnot anyway, then, you know, it is what it is. Maybe by that time I'll be done with, you know, a lot of these bigger, more expensive projects, and then I could splurge on some new headlights at that time. But in the meantime, this is the route that I'm going. So got this one apart, got this halo off, and just gonna go from there. So let me get back to it. Alright, y'all, so I got one finished product here and one that I'm still working on here. So this one's actually almost done. I just got to wire these LEDs here, but I wanted to show you a side by side and just to show you guys kind of like what it looks like as far as what the LEDs look like inside and how I'm doing them. So I don't have LEDs going all the way around because, well, one, because of this bend, and I just use these LED strips here, and they have the sticky back, so I'm able just to kind of just put them like that, and they shine pretty bright. Another thing is these are edge lit, and I got these because these are a little bit more narrow from side to side. They don't stick out as far, so then you won't be able to see it, you know, past these little halos here. This is the little halo ring reflector lens, and that's what goes inside here, so it'll go on top of this like that. I wouldn't mind if they actually showed, or if, so what happens is this is the lens, the lights here, and they shine this way and not out. So they're actually for headlights, so you can like mount them around the edge of the headlight, and so you can mount them flush here, but the light shines outward towards you. But I kind of liked this inside here because it not only catches the reflection of the halo reflector lens, but it also shines inside of the housing, and it kind of reflects the whole thing and lights it all up. So I'll turn this on so you can see what that looks like here in a moment. But this is how I have it. And basically what you can do is you can basically solder those two little connections here and connect it to there. And so that's how I basically wired them in. And I just have the wire coming out here, and I'm just going to apply it to power in the car. And that way I can kind of turn it on manually if I want. But I actually think they turned out pretty good. So this is the finished product, and this is still one that's in the making. But I wanted to show you guys kind of like what it looks like and how I do it. Another thing is they basically come, this lens here comes siliconed to the housing, and like I said, I broke all the other ones. I don't know why, because my first two I actually took them off with no problems. For some reason these all broke, and so what I did was basically just cut the housing since I wasn't going to use them anyway, and I cut a slit on all 4 corners and I just peeled it off and it worked perfect. So I was able to save these ones. And again, these lenses and the other housings were only like 16 bucks. So sucks that I had to buy some more, but you know, I made it work. What else? So let me go ahead and turn them on so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And there she go. So as you can see, those shine pretty bright. And if you can see what I'm talking about here, so it not only kind of lights up that halo ring, but also reflects inside the housing. And it kind of looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like one big like crystal in there. So I actually really like that. And you still can see the lights around the ring. And I have this tape on here right now, so that way the lens can set pretty tight to the housing. And what I did was I put a seam seal. So this is actually seam seal around here, so it can get a good seal. And I made sure there was no little pinholes and all that there too. So seals are pretty good. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice, y'all, just for doing it myself. Again, they're not show quality, or you know, they're not a $200-300 piece. You know, 60 bucks and then an extra 16 for extra lenses. You know, I'll take it, especially right now since I'm not working because I shut down everything for the coronavirus. So I'm not working for the next couple weeks, who knows, maybe longer. So I will save anywhere I can. But yeah, y'all, this is it. So hopefully you guys, you know, like it. I don't know, maybe just give you guys some ideas. You can also make your own little halo rings. So they sell actual separate rings that you can put on your headlights too. Like if you take them off like I did, you could put little halo rings around here. I decided not to go with that route. Just, you know, it was just added stuff that I didn't really need at this moment. Would have been cool though, because the halo rings that I saw the kits, you can actually change different colors and everything. But whatever, at this point, you know, maybe someday I'll buy some really nice ones. But as of now, this is what I have. So anyways, y'all, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And you know, shoot, maybe you could take away something from it. Maybe you'll attack, you know, and do this yourself. Who knows? This is how I'm doing it. Cheap, budget way, a little bit more work, but it works. So all right, y'all, I'll holla. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll holla at you later. Peace.